adaptation period between cycles, and the entire planet will have to adapt to changes that have already begun.
The Mother Earth needs purification because we are immersed into the materialistic world. We forget what is the meaning of to be a human being.
Indigenous cultures often talk about not wanting to do anything that will harm the prospects of like the seventh generation ahead of you. Somehow, we got possessed by our technology and our ability to manipulate matter, and we forgot about consequences.
These consequences include a series of cataclysmic events, according to Belgian author and survivalist Patrick Gerald.
2012 is the ultimate destructor of everything. All the wars from the past, it even won't compare to 1% of the destruction that will happen in 2012.
Until then, Patrick can only warn of what will happen when violent sunstorms trigger a massive polar shift on Earth.
These solar flares will send trillions of particles to the Earth. It is my expectation that the South Pole will go this way and the North Pole that way very fast.
What will follow is a domino effect that triggers one disaster after another.
First, you have large earthquakes that will flatten out all buildings on the whole Earth. Volcanoes worldwide will be activated and they will throw large particles into the air. Then the flood will start. In the Bible was stated that the highest mountains were covered with water. The same principle will be in 2012.
While the world may choose to disregard the counsel of shamans or the dire warnings of a survivalist, there is scientific study in progress that seems to correspond to concerns surrounding the Mayan prophecy.
Clearly, there's a relationship between what emanates from the sun and weather on the Earth.
Dr. Friedman Freund, a senior researcher with NASA, has also studied the effects of solar activity as a way to predict earthquake probability.
If you look over 100 years of seismic data and you plot the total energy that the Earth is releasing in form of earthquakes and plot them against times the solar activity as the sun goes through its cycles, you see there is a striking collaboration, just like putting two hands on top of each other.
If there is a correlation between sunspot and seismic activity, could the extreme solar maximum that scientists expect in 2012 have the same impact on the Earth's magnetic field as Patrick Gerald predicts?
The Earth's magnetic field emanates from the core of the Earth, and it protects us primarily from solar radiation. If there's a weak spot in the shield, something will find that weak spot.
Could a massive coronal injection of plasma be heading toward Earth in 2012? Search the internet for the year 2012, and you'll find a community of believers convinced that the end of the current cycle of the Mayan long count calendar coincides with the decimation of life on Earth. Those who see the calendar as a doomsday prophecy link the end of the world directly to a reversal of the north and south magnetic poles, sparked by increased solar activity in 2012. Prophecy or not, there is concern among scientists about how this extreme sunspot activity will affect the Earth's magnetic field. Our primary defense against solar radiation is diminishing.
The magnetic field of the Earth goes through fluctuation. There will be a period of time, maybe a few years, maybe a few decades, maybe even a century or longer, where the Earth's magnetic field will be very weak or vanishing.
As the sun apparently is becoming stronger and throwing more at us, our shields are weakening.
As part of his research, Lawrence Joseph discovered that it is more than a coincidence. At the Magnetic Observatory in Hermanus, South Africa, geophysicists confirmed that the Earth's magnetic field is diminishing. They also pointed out a 100,000-mile crack in the field between South Africa and Brazil, known as the South Atlantic Anomaly.
When the magnetic field opens, we are vulnerable. My most specific worry for 2012 is that the satellite system will come under some sort of an attack, and that we will not be prepared to adjust and compensate for this.
Solar blasts through a weakened magnetic shield could knock out power grids, scramble communications, and further widen holes in the atmospheric ozone.
There will be an increased level of ionizing radiation reaching the surface of the Earth. That will cause DNA damage, both to us and other living organisms.
Patrick Gerald believes the changes in the Earth's magnetic shield support the prediction of a cataclysmic pole shift.
There is evidence that a pole shift is imminent because the last 100 years, the strength of the polar field of the Earth has decreased 10%. And the last 2,000 years, it has decreased 60%.
While there is evidence in solidified lava flows that polar shifts have occurred in the distant past, scientists do not agree that the entire process could take place in the 3-day span that Patrick Gerald predicts.
We are moving at more than the speed of sound relative to the point fixed in space. This very, very fast spinning top cannot change very easily.
According to Dr. Freund, a much more immediate and likely catastrophe is just waiting to happen.